YouTube was cracking. It's your boy 1034. You know what it is. I'm chilling. Man, I just got finished watching this flick on Netflix about Rachel Dolezal called Rachel Divide. Shit was crazy, man. Pretty interesting. You know, when the shit first cracked off, my thoughts were, how could all these niggas not know that this broad ain't white? You know what I'm saying? I always say, man, America has the black mind in a twist. You know, she's a ugly white broad, but when she put that weave in her shit and do her hair up, she becomes a fine sister. Man, this shit is fucking bananas, yo. But it's all good. You know, she was the president of the NAACP in her area, wherever she was. I guess I should pay more attention to the details, but, you know, who gives a fuck? But, you know, I was watching it. I can understand, you know, how she got in her situation. I can understand it. You know, being a black man, I can understand the magnetism of the black culture. I mean, we all do. We all see it. You know, we got the culture vultures. I mean, the shit's very attractive, man, for one way or another. But, you know, watching how she grew up gave me an understanding of how, you know, she ended up where she is. Which is sad. But, man, it's the way of the world, man. This is fucking America, man. This shit is all bananas. You know, her parents were crazy. She already didn't fit in her household. I guess they were treating her some kind of way. And then they adopted all of these little black children. And she felt a connection to them because they were being treated how she was before they came, but they were being treated this way because they were black. The beatings and the whoopings and things that were going on in her house regarding these children, she felt a huge sympathy and empathy towards them. Yo. And so, you know, being insecure, not being able to fit in, she was looking for an identity, and she found it in, you know, within the black culture, experiencing a life with these black children that her parents adopted, that she later on took custody of. And so, you know, people say that she's not black and she feels that she's black. I mean, she's not black, but I understand how she feels that she's black, you know, because she raised black children. She was in a household that had all the systematic dynamics within this household of oppressing black people. I mean, they had a group of them. They had 2 males and a female. They had a dark-skinned male and a light-skinned male. So all the dynamics were there in her household, and they all got beat the same, you know. And it led her to studying black history, reading black history. She probably read more black history books than most of these niggas out here. And that built her passion for her cause. That led her to taking on this identity of a black woman. I'm not going to say it's right. I'm not going to say it's wrong. I'm just saying that I understand how she ended up where she is. You know, it just, only thing I can say about it is how these niggas didn't know she wasn't white. You know, even if she was a mixed light-skinned broad, Mixed broads do not rock weaves and dookie braids like that shit. They don't do that shit. They flaunt their curly locks. You know what I'm saying? They flaunt the texture of their hair. They don't hide it. And she was hiding every follicle that came out her scalp. You know what I'm saying? There was nothing in the back to see. There was nothing in the front to see. Any piece of fucking strand of hair that she can get, she weaved that motherfucker up. And so, you know, this ugly white broad became a fine sister, and they just let her in the group, you know, because them niggas just wanted to fuck her. Ah, shit, man. They just wanted a piece of that ass, you know what I'm saying? They just wanted to be around her, you know. So, but for whatever reason, they accepted her in. She got in. Her compassion led her to do good things while she was there or in. But you know how we do, you know. And it wasn't even a black person who outed her. It was a white dude who questioned her about being black. It wasn't none of the niggas. Man, it was just an interesting movie I sat and watched. Well, not a movie, it was a documentary. You know, me personally, I care neither way about this broad. You know, because protesting and things like that, man, since for decades have really got us nowhere. It creates awareness, but the change, I always say, starts at the home. The change starts in your house. The change starts in the mirror. But yeah, man, America's got the black mind in the twist, bro. This shit was interesting, you know, watching her story. And all I just wanted to say, you know, this is just my response to it. I can understand how she ended up where she did from where she came from. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. It's like these little black boys out here, you know, being raised by aunts and grandmamas and single mothers, you know, end up gay. You know, they just mimic of what's around them. All they got are females in their lives. And so they adapt to those traits, they adapt to those behaviors, and they do nothing to change. They don't look in the mirror and recognize who they truly are because of lack of confidence, and they become something else. It's just a taboo around blackness that she found out later. It's a heavy blow, you know. She found out later that you just can't claim to be black. But I understand why she did. She felt all the blackness. She grew up raising black babies. She saw the struggle that they had, the oppression that they had, that mirrored her struggle in her own household. She sided with her adopted brothers and sisters, became her adopted brothers and sisters, raised, nurtured, cherished, molded and cultivated her adopted brothers and sisters who were black, who were put in a position to get taken into a white household by their black parents. Yo, just food for thought, you know what I'm saying? Just my response. It's your boy, 1034. I'll catch up to you.